You like powerful but nimble mechs slugging it out on the battlefields of the future for your role-playing and wargaming fix? If the answer is yes, DreamPod 9 has some really good news for you. But before we get into that, let's talk about today's sponsor, our friends over at Hellebarde Games. Hellebarde Games makes the kind of modules that they would like to play, whether it's for Castles and Crusades, the OSR, or 5th edition. Old School is in play at the table. You can find Hellebarde Games modules on their website at hellebardegames.com or Drive-Thru RPG. That's hellebardegames.com. So, if you're a fan of the big mech suit sort of game, or maybe even just of the genre in general, everything from something like Starship Troopers all the way up to Mobile Suit Gundam and beyond, in terms of scale, you might well have heard of Heavy Gear from DreamPod 9. Now, the game started in the very early 1990s, originally as a non-collectible card game. You got everything you needed in a box, although they did later release some booster packs. But, you know, it's not random, at least not random booster packs anyway. But it evolved later into a tabletop war game with accompanying role-playing game. Well, if you haven't heard much from them since the late 90s, you're not alone. But good news from the folks over at DP9, they're actually hitting us with a couple of great announcements, and so let's take a look at those. First of all, I know a lot of people prefer to get or like to supplement their physical copies with PDF copies. And if you're a fan of Heavy Gear, you know that hasn't exactly been super easy because their PDF scans haven't been great. Well, the first announcement from them is Heavy Gear Revitalized here. And of course, I'll link to their website below and this news. And what this is these are all of their original books for the Heavy Gear role-playing game / tactical war game, because they're very closely wedded together. All of them, the original digital files, not scans of the books, but original digital files, are now available all the way through, including the first storybook. And you can pick those up as a bundle on Drive-Thru RPG. If we just hop over there real quick, they have a few freebies there, but they've got the classics available as a bundle. They're on sale, so that's very good stuff. That's very cool news. But you might say, and I'd understand if you do say this, what about going forward? Well, they kind of got you covered there too, because they haven't been resting on their laurels. No, sir. Heavy Gear 4th edition role-playing game update. It's with great pride and pleasure that DreamPod 9 announces the final Heavy Gear 4th edition role-playing game plans. Writing and basic layout are now complete for HG 4th Ed RPG, which clocks in at a massive 480 pages and includes everything players and game masters need to play and run games. They'll find a detailed history of the world, the core game rules, character creation, plus a massive library of gears, vehicles, and equipment to use in the game. The new edition calls back to the beloved 2nd edition while also presenting Heavy Gear to a modern audience. It focuses on role-playing and storytelling while using an updated version of the Silhouette D6 system. Instead of just additional 6s giving you a +1, now other results can do so as well, like in Heavy Gear Blitz. Also, players can customize not only their characters but their gear. DreamPod 9 is in the process of relaying out the older scanned RPG ebooks on Drive-Thru RPG, as we just saw, into a high-quality digital format. Heavy Gear Revitalized ebooks and a conversion system in 4th edition will allow you to use your existing 1st or 2nd edition source books or the new revitalized ebook versions with the new edition. Very nice to hear. The team has put in a lot of work to get the new edition to this point, and now we need your support. We are in the process of planning a Kickstarter for mid-April to secure funding for the work done so far and to fund new art pieces for the rulebook. We have a talented team of artists helping us out, including Osborne Yu and Eldon Calger, who will be doing the new art. You can check out Osborne Yu's artwork of Miranda and Julius, which we plan to use as the rulebook's cover and as our Kickstarter flyer below. So that is all some very interesting news. Now, I myself always liked Heavy Gear. Initially, as a BattleTech fan, I was pretty weary of it, but if you want to have a lot of units moving around the battlefield and you want to emulate lethal, modern, or futuristic combat, you can't go wrong with Heavy Gear. It uses a very simple system of attacking and damaging, and just like in modern vehicles, either blow through something, cripple it, or destroy it. The gradual wearing down of your mech's left foot, that's 20% degraded, and so on. That's not Heavy Gear. And there are merits to both styles of play, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, if you want a Donnybrook out there with lots of robots getting blown up and tanks slugging it out with tanks, Heavy Gear may just be what you're after, and it looks like now is the time to strike. Or at the very least, you can pick up those classic books in nice, new, cleaner scans. Of course, we'll keep an eye on this, and when that Kickstarter launches, we'll kind of come back around, and I'll let you guys know about that. But of course, I'd like to know what you think. So if you have played Heavy Gear before, or if you're looking to get into the genre of the giant robot trope in RPGs or war games, or if you're just new to this altogether, please leave a comment below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. That helps. And if you're not already, please click the subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications. Now, we'll be back for a live stream tonight. My co-host Kyle is in the house, and we'll be discussing what the next live stream game for Wednesdays will be. He's looking to transition us out of Classic Traveler to something else. So let's see what's going on there. Please join us tonight. And until then, guys, keep your hands on the joysticks, your powder's dry, and peace.